Alright guys, so we're in front of the garage sale warehouse. This is such a great opportunity and a great video, so watch this because this is going to be a way that you can sell your items out of storage units. It's the garage sale warehouse. This place is massive, and getting your own booth is almost the closest thing to basically having your own brick and mortar in a way, right? Because you're getting foot traffic. They're doing advertising for you. People can physically see your items. This is just another way that you can sell your inventory. So let's take a look and show you inside. I'll give you some tips and tricks. This place is pretty big here. And this is the entrance. And this is a really cool booth around here. I'll take you over here because I know this is the bigger area. Okay, so they did say that they have a couple storage unit buyers that have booths. So, long story short, what's the advantages of having booths? One, you're getting foot traffic. Two, it's different than consignment. Consignment, a lot of times the consignment store sets the price. In your booth, you set your own prices. So you can ask what you want for your items. And it can range from anything. You can see this is got a really good different mix of things here. So you can imagine as a storage unit buyer, what you can do is you can rent a booth, and you can see here that there are different sizes, and they mark the booths basically based on the sizes, so you pay per box. And I think that the prices are right around, they're going to be different. I think the prices here are about 150 bucks per month for this booth here. And you can see that some people put their own cases here. A lot of this stuff you find in storage units. This is really common to find a lot of this stuff in storage units. Another advantage for at least this location is you don't have to man your booth. You don't have to be here every single day. It's probably suggested that you're here, you know, to sell your items once a week, so you can just kind of swap out your inventory. But you don't have to be here every single day. They have staff that helps people when they want to buy stuff around here. So that's another advantage, is you don't have to spend time manning the booth every single day. But you can see this is a lot of stuff that you would typically find in storage units, and you can sell here. Another advantage too is, like I said, and a lot of times too, you'll see here some people have more than one booth together to kind of make one bigger store. So this is another booth. And now a couple downsides obviously is, yes, it does take time. You have to sticker and price all your own items, so that's another thing you would have to do. But like I said, a lot of you guys don't have warehouses, and this would be a great opportunity for you, especially if you don't have a warehouse or room in your garage. And consignment is great, but a lot of times consignment, you only do a few items as opposed to kind of a bunch of different items here. I just got one of these crock pots in a storage unit recently, so you can see here they just put it up here for sale. And yeah, people can walk around your booth and buy things. Here's some books. You find a lot of books in storage units as well. And here's another really cool aspect here. Look at this. It's like they have their own little building here. China is another big thing, guys. So sometimes there's a limbo too, right? There's stuff that does really well online, and then stuff that is too expensive to donate but too cheap to put online, and that would be really good in a consignment store as well. So this gives you an idea, consignment, booths, right? You do a lot of times tend to bring your own shelving. A lot of times too with booths, you can create your own walls. So for example, you can see here that this is a peg. There's a peg wall over there, and then shelving, so you have to do your own shelving, your own walls a lot of times. Look at this. This is a beautiful booth right here. So you get a lot of foot traffic as well. Now there's different types, right? Rent. You have rent, and then also some antique malls booths. They do take a portion of your sales, so you'll have to find out what that will be. What is your rent, and what is the portion of the sales? Understanding your costs. But overall, this is another great opportunity to be able to sell stuff out of storage units. And this place is massive too. They got all kinds of stuff here. Also understand too, like a lot of it's seasonal. So for example, wintertime you'd probably do better than during the summer. So maybe consider that. Also with antique malls and booths, sometimes you have to sign contracts, 6-month contracts, 3 and 6 month and year contracts. So just keep that in mind. So it's got to be a commitment at some places. But this is a great opportunity, guys. This is a really cool one. If you're local, come check out the garage sale warehouse. They got so many cool different booths here. And yeah. So much like consignment, booths are a great way to get rid of merchandise, because the idea here is to make your money so then you can go back and buy more storage units. And a lot of this stuff, like I said, you will find in storage units. Here's another one. They're probably still working on their area here, but it's got to be successful here just because you can see just there's so much stuff. So obviously people are selling, right? And you got cool stuff over here. And you can set up your own flavor. This one's really cool with the white doors. And so like this one here, a lot of times you'll need more space. So they got 2 booths as opposed to 1. And they put up their own pegs so they can put their stuff on both sides of the door, of the wall here, excuse me. And clothing, a lot of people get a lot of clothing in storage units. And so as you can see, this is a clothing booth where you can go through and kind of shop clothing and jewelry. So alright, so this is just another way to sell. We went through consignment, did a consignment video where you can get big bulky furniture and consign that. This is a booth type situation where you can rent out booths monthly, kind of like your own brick and mortar store, kind of like a small version of that. And you can do whatever you want in your little square there, and set your own prices, put your own merchandise up. So what I would do is I would Google in your area, just go to Google and type in antique malls. Sometimes antique malls, you can rent out space. Even this place does consignment if you want to do consignment as well. And then rental booths would be really cool. One of the first things you want to do before you buy storage units is figure out how you can get rid of stuff. So figure out if you've got these type of places, if you've got consignment places near you, what type of outlets do you have to get rid of stuff near you. So spend some time on Google, Google different keywords, thrift stores, consignment stores, antique malls, different places like that in your area, and figure out just different ways that you can get rid of stuff. You may do this for a few months and figure out this isn't for you, or you may sell online and figure that that's not for you, you prefer this. One good thing with this is, yes, you have to price stuff, but you don't have to take pictures, you don't have to list it, you don't have to do customer service. You just put it in here, and when it sells, they take a cut and you get your cut, and then they send you a check. So there's just so many different ways that you can sell stuff online. Alright, hopefully you like this video. This is just another way. See ya on the next. Bonus footage! They even have more area over here. Look at this. It's crazy. Oh. Look at this. So yeah, you can pretty much, oh my gosh, this thing is amazing. Wow. Wow, that's cool. So I guess they have a waiting list right now too to get in here. Now this is another cool thing. Look at this. So you find a lot of this stuff in storage units, and you know, some people prefer this. They'd rather just slap a price tag on it and put it up at a place like this as opposed to messing with it all online, right? So I mean, this place is just full. Wow. This is another example. Look at this big, beautiful desk. This is something you're not going to want to donate because they just don't make them like this anymore. And some people love buying these, but the problem is you have to wait for the right buyer. So if you don't have a warehouse and you don't really have a lot of room, it makes sense to put it at a place like this and try to sell it so you don't have to donate it. And then more importantly, you don't have to have it at your house. You can have it at a place like this where it gets a lot of eyeballs. You can still list this stuff online too, which is really cool. So another idea is you can put this on Craigslist OfferUp and Let Go and list it online, but then put this place as the address. So people come here to look at it, and then when they buy it, they're done. So you can still list it locally and try to sell it and just have them come here to pick it up. So board games, stuff like that's really common. You just get a lot of this stuff. And this is a good way too, because a lot of people are just like, well, I need a warehouse if I'm doing storage units. Well, maybe not, because this is an option. As long as there's good foot traffic, you're not paying a lot for the rent, and you can create your own store. So let's say you got 3 areas here, this one, and this one. That's a massive area to put a lot of stuff. And more importantly, you don't have to be here, which allows you more time to go out and buy storage units. All right, hopefully you like this video. Again, guys, keep watching these. Just giving you ideas to sell stuff. Yeah, have an amazing day. This is the Garage Sale Warehouse.